Hey everyone, it's John Taylor. I'm on my news desk and prop trading desk today. Today is Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. Like and share. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Wow, a lot of news. I go over geopolitics and then socioeconomics and then look at a trading plan. So it's not financial advice, but check out, look at this news today on bar chart. Okay. Stock set to extend rally. Stock markets just opened. Trump's Greenland pivot. U.S. PCE inflation and GDP data in focus. Consumer spending pushes up U.S. economy 4.4% in third quarter. U.S. applications for jobless benefits inch up. Wall Street calls for more gains in wake of Greenland de-escalation. So we'll see. Russia and China have been circulating around, Greenland, and there's a lot of rare earth metals and minerals and things there in Greenland. Reminds me kind of like a Cuba type scenario. Okay, let's see. AI, tech stocks, and Wall Street is betting against three popular AI stocks. Stifel is pounding the table on Micron Technology. I just read the news. Now stay with me to the end. You get free alpha. And remember, I was the one who brought you Nat Gas. Okay, now I'm not a commodity trading advisor. It's just free information. But Nat Gas is up 75%, I believe, in the last week. So I had looked at the ETFs, UNG and UNL, but more on that later. S&P 500 minis up 46 points. NASDAQ 100 minis up 256. Dow futures up 257. The VIX at 18.15. The Dixie at 98.435. The 10-year 111-175. A lot going on there. Crude oil's off at 59.65. Nat gas again pumping at 3.65. Gold is off fractionally off about $8 at 4,829. Silver's up again, about $1 at 93.53. So I go over the news here, and then I'm going to look at a trading plan. But let's look at the stock market leaders. Micron Technology active, Tesla, NVIDIA, Intel's up, huge, like 12% pump on Intel. Alibaba's active, SanDisk is active, Advanced Micro Devices, Meta, and the chart of the day is Lemonade Inc. Hit a new 3-year high. So this is, what's going on with Lemonade Inc. So that's what's being reported on bar chart. Now let's take a look at Yahoo Finance here real quick. So rather than keeping a physical journal, writing journal, I read the news to myself on the geopolitics and things, and then look at what's going on and how that affects capital markets. Stocks extend jump as Trump's U-turn calms nerves. Tech stocks lead gains as Wall Street welcomed a reprieve from tariff turmoil. Hassett, Fed needs Greenspan-like chair. Inflation isn't taking off. Nat gas prices soar with massive winter storm. NG, my goodness, up huge. So U.S. economy grows, fastest pace in 2 years. Trump's NATO deal puts U.S. mines in Greenland, and my goodness, NVIDIA remains undisputed retail king. Target staff are skipping work over ICE crackdown in Minnesota. DAVA, I can't say this, let's say AI power bottleneck. Dalio flags Greenland red line amid sell America trend. JP Morgan buy the dip in defense stocks after Trump shift. So a lot of news going on with the politics here. Colombia halts electricity sales to Ecuador. So getting into an argument over drug trafficking fight between Ecuador and Colombia. I have to ask Mr. Sosa what he thinks. Paramount extends its deadline for Warner Brothers and Discovery tender offer. My goodness. Design software, Autodesk, to lay off 7%. The layoffs are coming. A lot of people are losing their jobs because of AI. Spotify AI-driven prompted playlist. Oil declines as Greenland fervor fades and focus turns on supply. Jobless benefits. So I read the news here, and then how do I position myself? GE Aerospace, stock slumps, Abbott falls, Mobileye guidance. So this is what's being reported on Yahoo Finance. And let's see the stocks that are most active here. Top gainers, TMC Metals, Core Therapeutics, and the biggest losers, Abbott Labs. Maybe it's time to sell some puts on Abbott Labs and GE and McCormick. So, and then Kraft Foods, and then ConAgra, and then Archer Daniels Midland. A lot of the food stocks are rolling over, trading at book value, but their dividends are like at 7-8%, trading at book. So precious metals pumping. So that's what I have on the geopolitics. Interestingly enough, look, the election countdown clock, there's only 1,020 days until the 2028 presidential election, and the 2026 midterm elections is Tuesday, November 3rd, 2026. You got 285 days. So, anyone can run for president. So some people have talked to myself about putting together a PAC, a political action committee, to run for office of president. So I'll ask AI how I can do so, but it's just interesting, anyone can run for president. So as long as they meet certain criteria. I'm over 35 years of age. I've lived in the U.S. greater than 14 years, and I got lots of geopolitical and socioeconomic experience. So, who knows? I'd run as an independent or as Republican or Democrat. So, really, how to run for president of the U.S. So, very interesting research here. I'm using AI. Perhaps, you never know, I could end up being elected as president. So, interestingly enough, so let's look at the news, on stocks. So here's my trading plan for today. Start in with that. SPY ETF is pumping, I guess new high for the stock market. A lot of news, man. SPY is up at 690 spot 30. Saw dollar cost average Bitcoin today. SPY, BKCH, the blockchain ETF. Block, BLOK, TCA, I purchased some more ETH, ETHE, the ETF. So that's part of my trading plan for today. And then let's look. All right, now running for president of the United States is a big undertaking that involves legal requirements and complex financial regulations and multi-stage political process. Now, do I meet the constitutional requirements? I'm a natural-born citizen. I have my birth certificate. I'm at least 35 years of age, and I've lived in the United States for at least 14 years. So I meet the constitutional requirements. And with the FEC, the Federal Election Committee. So interesting enough, so I have to choose a path to a ballot, major party, third, or independent, and then hit the campaign trail, testing the waters and securing ballot access. So it's a fairly simple process. So it's just interesting exploring political process here. So let's see. That's interesting here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, on the economic calendar today, we got initial jobless claims, GDP, personal income, PCE index, core PCE at 10 o'clock, and core PCE year over year. So the housing market's not doing so well with housing stocks and everything. So let's look at what's going on with Bitcoin. So here you'll see this here. I own lots of copper. Look at this here, American Eagles, I have those, but I also got these copper coins, 100% copper bullion. Man, listen to this. That's all my copper. I got thousands of copper buffaloes. So I like the precious metals, but we'll go over that in a minute. So I'm not selling all of my bags, but I am selling into the strength, into the precious metals pump. So Bitcoin's trading off this morning, off about $17 in the last 24 hours, trading as low as 89,000 approximately. So let's look at Bitcoin. Let's see the top active. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Zcash is active, BCH, Pepe, the Dogecoin, the Doggy, Chainlink, Litecoin. So in fair disclosure, I own most of these cryptos, and DCA, Bitcoin, and all that. So it's doing awesome. So we shall see. See now the weighted alpha. I look at that on bar chart. Stay with me. Give my videos a like and a share. Let's get the word out. Micron Technologies active, Tesla, NVIDIA, Intel, and Alibaba. So a lot of news with trade. CrowdStrike, news with it. RBC Capital sees chip stocks, likes chips, So stock market's up again. So let's look at the futures weighted alpha performance leaders here on bar chart. So this is just me doing my research for myself. And I don't run commercials on my channel, but you can check out the link below. I recently published an ebook on Agentic AI that you can read for free. I'll put the link in below for my free ebook that you can read on Amazon Kindle on Agentic AI. Silver Bullion, 182 positive weighted alpha. So you got silver, platinum, palladium, lithium, gold, and copper. So I'm selling into that strength. Then looking at the bottom of the list, and the greatest negative weighted alpha in the last year, orange juice, cocoa, butter cash settled, and then Bitcoin micro. So I'm not a commodity trading advisor. I don't run a commodity trading advisory, or it's just free information. So I'm a buyer of orange, in the perfect world, I purchase orange juice, cocoa, butter, and Bitcoin micro. So I'm buying more Bitcoin now because it's oversold with a negative 26% weighted alpha. So that's where I want to go. So I'm selling into the pump, into silver bullion, and then selling platinum, palladium, gold, and copper. So I'm selling these. I got, what are this? Thousands of these small little, quarter ounce copper bullion pieces. I melt them down and I fabricate silver, copper, platinum, palladium, and gold products, and I sell them on e-commerce. So, and I take those resources that are hyperinflated, I look at the bottom of the list. Like right now, no one wants to own Bitcoin. They're like, it's no good and it's not performing so well. Well, silver was in the same position that orange juice is today. At what time it was at the bottom of the list for its weighted alpha. Run at about 14 minutes. So stay with me to the end. Check out the links below. You can like my channel, subscribe. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. My channel's getting a lot of traction. So that's really what I have for today. Bitcoin selling off. I'm buying the dip in Bitcoin, looking at, silver. What's going on with silver bullion right now? I'll look at the SLV ETF. Some are suggesting, it's gone parabolic and that's it. That's as far as it can go. But in my experience, it's never too high to buy, never too low to sell. The trend's my friend. So the iShares Silver Trust, is up today to 85.40, and in the last year, it's up 205%. So silver's pumping, so I'll sell some of my bags of silver into the pump and see where we go from there. and then look at accumulating Bitcoin. Let's see. So that's really my trading plan for today. I want to welcome all my new subs. Check out the links below. And I see this every day. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. Thanks, everyone. It's John Taylor on his news desk and prop trading desk. Have a super wonderful, great day. Thanks.